Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is chocolate caramel. Sounds delicious. Verissimo brand again. And it's going to be 39 degrees and it's cloudy and we're supposed to get rain. So, I think the forecast should just be on record because it's always the same. Just varying a degree or two up and down. But we've had a lot of rainy days. But then I think to myself, if it was colder, this would have all been snow, which wouldn't have been good. So anyway, it's fine. I'd rather deal with the rain than the snow. So I think I'm going to stay home today. At least those are my plans, but sometimes your plans change. So we'll see what the day brings. I have some other things that I want to look through and put away. I was supposed to get my new area rug yesterday, but they said that's delayed in transit, so I don't know. Sometimes you end up not getting your things, they just send them back. So we'll see if it arrives. If it doesn't, I'll just have to go ahead and reorder it. It's not like it's an emergency situation. So I'm really looking forward to trying this coffee with some chocolate caramel creamer. They kind of match, but of course Aldi's isn't selling this coffee right at the moment, not that I'm aware of anyway, and I haven't personally seen it there. So it's probably one of their holiday flavors, but since I don't go to Aldi's every week anymore, in fact, I go every 4 to 6 weeks and do some produce shopping, so I really don't know what they have all the time. I do get their flyer and I look at that, and if there's something interesting, I will make a trip, but normally I don't go shopping every week. So okay, let's try this. Got my owl mug again. That's my daughter's favorite mug. When she comes over for coffee, she always uses that mug. And I got her one too for her house. And she likes it. And they are available on Amazon. I don't have a link to one because I didn't find this one on Amazon, but I've seen them there when I've looked for mugs. And they do have them in different colors, too. So I know a lot of you comment on this mug and how much you like it. So cheers. Yeah, chocolate caramel coffee with chocolate caramel creamer is delicious. I would definitely buy that. It is very chocolatey. So anyway, it's the end of the month financially. I hope you guys did well with your Lowe's spend if you went on one. And if you didn't go on one, I hope you did well on your finances anyway. So all right, I am going to enjoy my coffee and I will be back. All right, well today's video is going to be a little longer than my usual video. So, I'll have my reading, which I know some of you love, some of you don't like. So, you can always skip ahead if you want. I know some people were asking if I still get credit if you go ahead. I do get more credit if you watch the video all the way through, but I get it. I don't want anybody to be bored, or I don't want anybody to feel like burdened by having to watch all the content in any one video. So I'm going to do the reading. I'm going to talk a little bit about my dogs, their medical condition, not their condition, but some ideas of and information about what you can do, things that I've done in the past for some of my pets. And then I'm going to talk a little bit too about starting your own YouTube channel. And I know these are subjects that not everybody is interested in. Not everybody has pets or wants pets or even likes pets. So I get it if you don't want to watch that section. And not everybody wants to start a YouTube channel either. So I get it. But this is going to be a little bit longer video. So I will see you at the budget book in a moment. Okay, back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I didn't spend any money. Yay me. But I did get some of my Amazon orders that I had spent, that I had ordered here somewhere. So I've gotten almost everything that I've ordered. I've paid for most of it. I have to wait and see now what my February Amazon bill will be and then pay that off too. So I'm waiting for my 8x10 area rug to come. It's delayed, and one more set of pink fuzzy pillowcases for my bed upstairs. I'm short a pillowcase, so I ordered a couple of those quite a while back, but they're not going to be arriving till, I think, March. So I'm sure they're coming from China, but that's what was available, and that's what I needed, so that's what I got. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do today in as far as buying things. I'm not planning on going anywhere, so I can't really think of anything that I need, except I did buy some stools for the kitchen. They're like stack stools, and they have orange cushions. And I bought them one of these things, and they ended up being damaged, I guess, they said. So they sent them back, and they gave me a credit for my purchase. So I think I do want to go ahead and repurchase those, and I like to keep those for when extra company comes for holidays or whatever. So I'm still on the fence about, do I really want those or not? So I'll put those in my cart along with the 2 kitchen chairs that I'm thinking about getting. And I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the chairs that I have already. I don't need them anywhere in the house, so I have to figure out if I want to sell them or just donate them. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with that. So I'll put the stools in my cart and leave them there for a while, and then I'll decide if it's something that I really want to go ahead and purchase, because I think it was 4 or 5 stack stools for $70. So we'll see. I may just hold off until I get the whole bill paid for and get them then. I'm not sure. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have on the financial. I have everything already totaled up for January, so I don't have to spend a whole lot of time doing that today. But in February, I'll start a new page and go on from there. So anyway, some of you have said that you really enjoy the readings that I do after this. A couple of you have said you skip over it, you just don't like it. So, and that's fine, we all like different things. So the readings will be coming to an end on day 101. So I think today is day, well, I'll let you know when I do the reading. But they'll be coming to an end soon. And I enjoyed reading them because I learned from them. So, but anyway, I just wanted to let you know. I'm going to continue to do the readings all the way up to day 101. And I think we're on day like 85, something like that. So, all right, I will be back in a moment. 101 Ways to Simplify Your Life by Candy Paul, day number 85. Create a plan. Planning is bringing the future into the present so you can do something about it now. Alan Lycan. A plan helps you to simplify your life. You create a plan of action, and God helps you see it through. Planning helps you focus your efforts and energies and offers a way to measure what you've done and how far you've come. Whether you plan a day or a month, a good plan keeps you focused on your purposes and goals. Make manageable plans. Grandiose schemes are counterproductive. Simple action steps that are easily measurable will help you keep going when the going gets tough. Include room in your plans for the unexpected. Leave space for grace to bring delightful surprises. Review the things you value in life. Make a monthly plan to bring more balance, serenity, and simplicity into your life. Well, I gave up on keeping them off the daybed, but this shag rug is working out really well. Well, Bandit left, but as you can see, Miss Chloe is super comfortable. And this way I can just take this rug off and I won't have to sleep in dog hair when I use this as a bed. So I got this cushion cover for my regular pillow, and it's really nice and soft. So, oh boy. Somebody's really tired. Well, hello. So anyway, I'm very happy now with the day bed. There's a few less cushions on there. The orange cushions I just kind of tucked behind some of the other cushions. So I'm happy with that now. And these guys are all comfy cozy too. I just have this old blanket thrown on the cushion that I used to have in my chair. So, but eventually I got the new cushion cover for the rest of the foam mattress that I cut up. So I'll probably put that on the sofa. We'll see. So let me show you that. So this is the cushion cover. It just came yesterday along with the other pillowcase. And I haven't finished this yet, but it's the leather look. And I really like these. So that'll go on the sofa, and I'll probably switch out the other pad, or I don't know. This is starting to be like the Princess and the Pea, where I have 20 mattresses on the sofa, trying to figure out the best way to keep it from being worn out too soon. So anyway, my dogs, they're such good dogs. They really are. You know, they're not like, okay, you know, they're I'm not a dog trainer. I know a little bit about training dogs, but when I got these guys, they were 8 weeks old, very small puppies. They are all 3 rescues, but with them being very close to the same age, it was like having triplets. And potty training them all at the same time, that's why my floor looks the way it does. I mean, it was a chore. So, but I always wanted dogs, and so, oh. So I love animals, and they're part of the family, you know. I mean, they're not super disciplined, but they do what they need to do, and they follow commands. But when you've got 3 of them, they kind of feed off each other. So, and I'm very happy and content with all 3 of my dogs. They're a blessing to me. They're my companions, and they really, really are a blessing. So they bring me a lot of joy, and they just, well, you know, they give you unconditional love. So I know not everybody is dog or cat people. Some people don't like the hair, and, you know, but I've always been an animal lover. So that's why I'm vegetarian, because I just love animals. So anyway, there's a little backstory. Bandit, we got, my neighbor and I, she's my best friend, and we took a ride, a 2-hour ride to pick him up. I found him online. He was at a kill shelter, so I picked him up with her, and he was a good boy right from the beginning. And Chloe and Lizzie came from the Rescue Inn here in my area. And what they do is they put dogs in foster homes, and then they adopt them out. So I paid $200 for each one of them, and because they had their shots, they were already spayed. So that's where they came from. And chipped. All 3 of my dogs are chipped. So if they do get out, hopefully if somebody finds them, they'll take them to a vet and have them scanned. Because I do pay for, what's it called? Home Again. And their Home Again is an online thing that if your dog gets lost, they'll try and find them with the chips that they have. So anyway, just a little advice, or I hate the word advice, because information, let's put it that way. Another thing that I have with the dogs, let me go over to Chloe here a little bit. Another thing I have with the dogs that might be helpful for those of you whose puppies get medical issues, I always keep a Care Credit card, it's called Care Credit, available, because you can use, I've used that in the past for dental work for myself, any medical procedures for your pets or yourself, you can put on your Care Credit card, and depending on how much money you have to borrow, they'll give you a certain amount of time to pay it off without paying interest. So it's a very handy card to have, especially if you have pets. I had my little diabetic dog that's passed over the Rainbow Bridge. She was diabetic for 4 years, and I had to give her insulin shots twice a day. So that was very, very helpful to have when she was sick. And the best place that I've found to get insulin, at least at the time where I had her, was Walmart. They were the cheapest. So anyway, a little information about the pets and what I've learned over the years. So, all right, well, that's enough about my puppies. Say hello, Chloe. A couple people were asking about starting a YouTube channel and wanted to know what tripod I use. This is the one that I use the most in the kitchen. The legs are flexible, and you can also use it as a selfie stick. And I did buy this topper extra. I got that at Walmart, and it fits the phone really well. So I kind of MacGyvered this a little bit. I got one of these little metal ball things. You can buy those on Amazon. And I kind of put that all together. It's not a real expensive tripod, but it's not the cheapest one out there either. So I have several tripods that I use. It depends on the lighting situation. Here at the kitchen table, I don't need a light because my overhead lights are very strong. And I still have my snowflakes up. I got these snowflakes. I think they came from Dollar Tree a few years back, and I just love them. So I'm going to leave those up for the winter. And then in the spring, they'll come down. But anyway, that is the tripod I use 90% of the time, I would say. And then I have another tripod that I'll show you in a minute that I got from Marks whenever they have things on sale like ring lights and things like that. I'll pick one up because they do burn out after a while. And they weren't very expensive, but I haven't seen any there the last couple times I've gone to Marks. But let me show you. Well, here's a second tripod that I use. I don't even remember where I got this tripod. It's a shorter one, but I got the ring light, I think, at Marks, but they're not very expensive. And again, I have this phone holder that did come from Walmart. It's adjustable. You can turn it this way or this way, and it goes up and down, and it holds the phone very well. So, again, down here, I have one of those metal balls that I got from Amazon. So I've kind of MacGyvered a couple of the tripods, but this is the one that I use when I'm over cooking. So it doesn't have the same amount of light over there that I have at the kitchen table. So that's what I use over there when I cook. So those are the two tripods that I use most of the time. But I do have a tall one as well. I'll show you that one. So here is another one that I have, and I also use this one in the living room sometimes, and it can become a very tall tripod. I also use that when I'm filming myself in a room, moving around. I'll adjust the height up and down as need be, and I have a small ring light on there, and I don't remember exactly where I got the pieces parts. I kind of put my own things together. So I buy the components whenever I find something when I'm out and about. So this one, I don't use that often, but I do use it sometimes when I'm filming here in my living room because it's kind of dark in here, except in the late afternoon because it's a southern exposure. So it's bright light then, but, and again, I have one of these phone holders from Walmart, and I think those are like maybe around $7, $8, at least that's what they were when I bought them. And it's the exact same one. So if you go on their website, you can find that there. They used to sell them in the store, but the last couple times I've looked, they don't have them. And then on Amazon, you can get all these pieces parts for your camera and tripod. So anyway, those are some of the things that I use when I'm filming. It depends on the light situation as to if I need to use a ring light or not. Right, here's my breakfast for this morning. My daughter had given me some Swiss cheese, baby Swiss. She had too much, so she gave me some. And then when I went to Walmart to pick up the birthday goodies, I picked up some vegetarian ham and some smoked luncheon meat, and also this marble rye. So altogether with everything that I bought, including all the goodies, which included 2 cakes, 3 packs of cookies, what else? I bought 5 bakery buckets. They were $1 a piece, so everything came to like $52. So anyway, I didn't really go shopping for groceries, but I did pick up a couple things. So this is ham and Swiss on marble rye with mustard, and I'm going to have an apple and, of course, my coffee. So there is breakfast for today. Quick and easy. Right, let's have a chat and finish our coffee. Cheers to you, my friends. So a couple of things. One of my viewers was asking about starting a YouTube channel. And it's really not that complicated. You have to go on YouTube and follow the directions, and as far as how to actually get started on, you need a name for your channel, I think you can do that just under your regular YouTube account. Oh my goodness. So anyway, when I'm filming, I film all my videos on my phone, and all you need is a smartphone. So whatever you have, if you're looking for a new smartphone, look for one that takes good pictures. So I've been using this same phone now, I think, for 3 years. Before that, I used my other smartphone for probably another, I don't know, couple years until it gave up the ghost. So I just film with my smartphone. In the past, I have filmed on my computer, but I found that to be very cumbersome to upload my videos. Now back then I had slower internet. Now I have fiber optic, which is really quick. So, but I find recording on my computer camera, first of all, the picture quality wasn't very good. If you look at some of my old videos, you'll see a difference. And secondly, it took more effort to put the videos together with the editors that I had at the time. So I don't even remember what they were. But anyway, I'm just going to tell you what I do now. So recording everything on my phone and then uploading from my phone is what works best for me. Now my editor, I've tried several different ones, and the one that I like the best is KineMaster. Some people call it KineMaster, K-I-N-E-M-A-S-T-E-R, one word. It's very, very easy to use, very simple. I don't do a whole lot of editing on my videos. What you see is what you get most of the time. This is reality. It's my life, so there's no need to do a whole lot of fancy shots and things like that. So that's what I use. I showed you my tripods. What else? I showed you my lighting. Very simple and not expensive at all. And some people, they like to have a backdrop. You can get cloths to hang up. You can use a sheet, you know, whatever. But my backdrop is usually wherever I am. And I'm not real picky about that. Because like I said, this is more a reality channel. It's basically how I live my life, what I do, what I don't do, what I use. So anyway, and you know, I'm trying to simplify, make my life simpler. Because to me, simplifying is, and this was kind of an aha moment, but simplifying is undoing a lifetime of doing. So that's basically what simplifying is. So a lot of times in your life, you had things that you loved, and now you find yourself, as you're getting older or your circumstances have changed, you can no longer maintain that status. So a lot of times we're sort of forced to simplify. Even though things worked great at one point in your life, that doesn't mean it's always going to continue that way. So I'm just trying to get ahead of things, because I see as my mom ages, things are more and more difficult for her. So, and having worked in long-term care for a very long time, I know how people age and I know what happens. And I mean, some of you are very fortunate, you don't have any health issues. You're able to maintain your life status quo. But there will come a time, guaranteed, unless you just, drop over dead one day, if you age normally, there'll come a time where you can no longer do what you did. So all the things that you were doing and planning and gathering and, sometimes there comes a point where you have to undo all the things you did. So whether you liked them or not, sometimes that's the way it goes. So I also wanted to touch very briefly on giving advice to people. Some people get really angry if they give you advice and you don't take their advice. Well, maybe your advice doesn't fit their lifestyle, or it's not really the problem. It's your perception of their problem. So sometimes people just want to talk about things. They're just gathering information. They're not really gathering advice. So don't be so quick to give your advice and judge people, because you may be way off base in your analysis of that person's life, even if you know them well. So that's why I said earlier in the video, I don't like to use the word advice. For me, it's more information. If I have an issue, I like to gather information from whatever source. Sometimes it's by talking to people. Sometimes it's doing online research. Sometimes it's reading a book. But I'm just gathering information. And then I can analyze it and do what's best for me and my lifestyle. It has nothing to do with being stubborn or spoiled or anything like that. That's way off base. It's just a request for information. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about the YouTube channel. And if anybody's interested in the YouTube channel, there's many, many videos out there about actually how to do it. Just do a search on YouTube about starting a YouTube video channel. But I love it. I love doing it. I love interacting with all of you guys. I've made a lot of friends here on the channel. So I highly encourage you to go ahead and at least give it a try. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You can put a video or two out there and nothing happens, and then, you can always remove the videos. You don't have to continue to leave them up. So, and another thing is it takes a long time for most of us to build a following. It's not going to happen overnight. I mean, some people will put a video or two out and it just so happens to fit a niche that a lot of people are looking for at that time, and so your channel will grow very quickly. But most of us that start a channel, it takes a while to build up a following. So I've been on YouTube now, I think it'll be 4 years in March, I'm not even sure. But the first video I put out, it was quite a while between that video and when I actually started doing a lot more videos. So anyway, another thing I wanted to show you that came yesterday was this big button phone. This is what I got for my mom. And the nice thing, it's for older people. You can put your picture in here and program this to do one-touch dialing. There's an emergency button. It's a speaker. Here's some of the features. So this is for my mom, and I hope she likes it. She probably won't. She likes what she has, whether it works or not. So, but I am going to take that over there in the next few days and set it up for her and see how she likes it. So anyway, I'm just having leftovers again for dinner. Very simple breakfast. I'm not concentrating a whole lot on cooking. What I am concentrating on is using up a lot of my freezer food. So for now, I'm going to buy very minimal freezer food. There are certain things that I do like that I'll rebuy if I run out, but I'm not going to stock up unless there's a super sale. That's, you know, in that case, I will buy more than one. But it's my goal to use up my fresh produce. Of course, I'll need bread. What else? Oh, and just use up my freezer food. Not all of it, but I really want to make a lot more room in my freezer. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. Oh, I forgot one more thing before I give you a big kiss. In the comments below, please give me some ideas of some videos that you would like to see on my channel. I want to put content out there that is of interest to you. Sometimes I feel like it might be interesting to me, but that doesn't mean it's interesting to you. So please leave in the comments below any video ideas that you have that you might find interesting. All right, now you're going to get a big kiss. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share.